Hi everybody! Good evening, good evening. Magandang gabi at happy Saturday sa inyong lahat, sa lahat ng mga nanonood. May isa pa lang ako nakikita sa ating stream. Hello. If you're here and watching the stream right now, please say hello. And good evening, welcome to Kilig Cafe. And meron na naman tayong panibagong back-to-back book launch today. Sobrang saya kasi, it's new books, so we're always happy to have new books being released. Ayan. Hi, Mina. Hi, good evening. Anyway, I'm your host again for tonight. My name is Tara Frejas. I am a romance class author. And I'm going to be introducing the three authors who are releasing or launching their books tonight. Actually, isa talagang fresh na fresh yung pagka-release ng book niya, as in today lang nangyari. So, let's all welcome Carla de Guzman. Hi, Carla.
Hello.
Wait. Yung aking name tag ay nandyan pa rin. Hi, Carla. And then we also have Tria joining us. Hi, Jay.
Hello.
And of course, last but not the least, Kaith C. Cimafranca, all the way from Canada.
Good evening and good morning from my
Good
side
morning
of the
sa'yo.
world.
Ayan. So, si Carla, si Jay, at si Kaith ang ating guests of honor for tonight's launch. And let's start this launch by asking all three authors to introduce their books, actually introduce themselves muna, and then their books, and tell us a little something about the books that they wrote. So, last week, alphabetical order, it's in alphabetical order from first name. So, ngayon magre-reverse tayo. So,
Isip ako pang ilan ako.
well, nasa gitna ka pa rin.
Yeah.
So, let's start this with Kate.
Hi again. So I'm Kaith C. Cimafranca, and this is my book, Take Two. So this is about VJ Locsin and Marco Ramirez, who first met as college students in Silliman University, Dumaguete, Philippines, and then saw each other again in Canada, in London, Ontario, Canada, 19 years after. So there were old feelings, new feelings, basically feelings all over. Ganyan. So I'm based in Canada, and ayun, yun ang personality, I'm based in Canada.
Ako na. Suddenly, it's me.
Hi, next, Jay.
Akala ko si Tara muna. So, hello, I'm Tria, and I wrote this book. It's called Love to Meet You. I wrote it before the pandemic happened. And essentially, it's about a Korean celebrity who goes to Manila for a fan meeting. Then he meets this Filipina sales executive, chocolate sales executive, and they kind of hit it off and try to figure out how to make it work as a celebrity non-celebrity couple. So that's the story.
Thanks, Jay. Now, finally, let's go to Carla.
Hello.
Happy book birthday, Carla.
Oh, happy book birthday!
Thanks, guys. Sinakto ko for
fresh.
today.
Oo nga. It's your party talaga. Thank you for inviting us.
You're welcome to all of you. Hi, my name is Carla, and my book BALI to Love literally came out this afternoon. And this is the print copy that is the proof copy. So may mga edits pa tayo dito, but she's a thick girl. So anyway,
Yes.
BALI to Love is about Scott and Ava. Scott hasn't been around for like the last 9 years, and suddenly he's back in Ava's life. You know, there's fake dating, there's a vacation romance, there's a variety show, there are lots and lots and lots of bad puns. So yeah, that's BALI to Love. Yay.
Okay, thanks, Carla. Ayan. So, now that you've all introduced yourselves and your books, straight na tayo sa ating interview portion. Oh, taray.
Interview
Interview
portion
portion.
agad-agad.
Interview
Oh,
portion.
interview portion agad. Ay, di pala. Before pala yun, I'm going to say na like last week, kasi last week, si Mina, si Angel, and si Ines were doing some art behind the scenes while we were doing the interview portion. So ngayon, gagawin pa rin natin siya. So authors, can you show us what you're working with at that? Alam ko si Jay has a small canvas.
Cover ko lang.
Si,
Oh my God!
si Kaith
I
has
cheated.
a little bag.
Your bag.
And then si Carla is, well, she's
Bebe.
doing her own.
Si overachiever
Sumigaw.
naman tong si Carla.
Oh my God, Carla,
Kaya,
did you
it's
pre-draw
hako.
that?
Yeah.
Oh my
Oo. So, oh my
Yeah.
God.
Talagang
So,
it's
you're
Carla's
gonna-
part.
Uwi na ba kami?
Sorry ha, pasensya na. It's just us.
I'm
But
sorry!
You
Ganda.
are
Record,
slumming.
it's natural to me to
Well,
do more
alam
things.
naman nating lahat na si Carla
Yeah.
yung pinaka dito, cultured.
Yeah.
Cultured!
I didn't come in here naman thinking that I will do a good job painting. It's okay.
Grabe!
Like
Disclaimer
like I
na,
said to
diba?
Ines last week, this is not a competition. Walang judging
Yeah.
na mangyayari. But,
It's
Mm.
it's RuPaul's friendship race, charot.
Best friend race.
Best
I'm all
friend
for it.
race.
So, pala mo na mag-hi kay Kat Briones. Hi, Kat. Alam
Hi,
ko,
Kat.
medyo
Hi,
late na sa
Kat.
inyo. But hello. Thank you for joining the stream. Yan. So, sana mag-enjoy kayo sa ating program tonight at sana mag-enjoy din yung authors natin sa paggawa ng kanilang artwork.
Nasa-stress ako na kay Carla eh. So, parang,
Ay, grabe.
Ano na lang,
Hindi naman natin alam.
don't compare yourselves to others na lang.
yeah. Oo, ganyan na lang. Let's do our
Ayan.
own thing.
Accept who
So,
you are. Then.
we'll start our interview portion. Dahil lahat ng stories nyo ay based in different parts of the world, we will be traveling. Yes, quote-unquote
Yay.
traveling.
Traveling.
And now, para magsimula tayo sa ating Q&A, please pick a city, Kate, para malaman natin
Ako
kung
na
ano
ba
yung
agad?
question.
Gabi lang.
Oo.
Let's go to, wait. Tokyo.
Ooh,
Tokyo.
I wanna go.
Oy, hi,
Yes,
hi Denise. Welcome to the stream. So,
Hello,
we'll go to
Denise.
Tokyo.
Hello.
Ayan. Okay, so the question under Tokyo is, did you end up discovering or learning something new while
Oh.
writing the book? Tapos may bonus, Kate. You can ask your
Ay.
fellow authors a question about their books if you have any.
Oh,
So,
okay.
yun. You can
Yeah.
answer the first question muna.
Okay, so na-discover ko na new how not to write a blurb.
Grabe.
Yung effort ko talaga to write the blurb, parang using effort na ginawa ko to write the whole story. Sobrang mahirap
Well,
talaga siya. I thought yung story sa kanyang title, wala. Yung blurb talaga yung, hi, I'm the blurb. Okay, mahirap ako isulat.
Nagpakilala
So,
siya.
ayun, nahirapan editor ko. Ang daming nahirapan. It was a group effort. So,
Group
parang,
effort ang hirap.
pati si
Grabe.
Ancela was my book artist. Sabi niya, kailangan bawasan. Sabi ko, oh my God, bawasan ulit.
Mag-short story ba noong una?
Masyado bang mahaba?
Para siyang
Short story
short
realness.
story. so ayun. So that was my discovery. And now I'm dreading writing the
Doing it
blurb.
again.
Ganon. So that's also my question, like how do you write an effective blurb?
Lol.
Yung siya yung nahihirapan. Bilang
mahirap.
seasoned writers.
Wow.
Wow. Okay. So dalawa yung question na sasagutin ni Jay.
Ay, ang hirap. Bakit cumulative?
Hindi, syempre, unahin muna natin yung yung first question
okay.
is, yun nga, did you end up discovering or learning something new while writing Love to Meet You? So, mamaya mo na sagutin yung about the blurb after na ni
Yung
Carla.
bonus.
So, para mag-isip-isip pa tayo.
Oo, thank you.
Wow.
Time. Learning something new.
Yeah.
Yes, it's being the pandemic being unprecedented. I learned that it's difficult. It's difficult to get a book together in pandemic times because I was able to finish the book pre-pandemic. 2019. what are dates? What are years? I finished it 2019. So I was really so happy at that time because I finished it in like 2, 3 months. But it was really easy to write, at least the first draft. And then the pandemic happened, and then suddenly, you don't have energy to create because you're not happy. And you can't, there's no overflowing joy that you can channel in your writing. So it was difficult. And it was really like pulling teeth for most of it. If before it was a joyful experience, project managing, getting the book done. But when doing it in a pandemic, it's really just, okay, but I have to revise. What? I have to do a cover. So it was challenging, but it was also something that I'm very proud to have pulled off.
Okay.
Ayun.
Thanks, Jay. Okay,
Thank
next,
you.
let's hear from Carla. What
What
did you
what
learn or discover?
um how to explain this? Parang I sort of relearned how to write again kasi
Ooh,
Yes.
okay.
'di ba? Parang every time you write it's like wait lang, how do you do this again? I
Mm.
forgot na. Tapos parang this was si Somebody to Love in particular, parang at first I was rewriting her out of revenge.
Revenge
As you
ba?
do, out of
I
revenge.
love how you always choose violence.
I know it's a Capricorn trait. Char. Ano,
I'm happy for
so
you.
parang so parang ha I think at some point when I was starting to write it, I lost focus. So parang I had to restart. Parang wait lang, teka. Um how do you write a romance novel again? Parang kailangan you have parang ang feeling ko every time you write, you have to find the kilig again every time.
Yes.
So parang I think for this one in particular, I really enjoyed yung part na yun na parang yung getting all of the other things going on around me out of my head and then just put in everything I want in this book. So yeah, I think big learning yun for me.
Okay. Thanks, Carla. Okay. There are new people in the chat. Hello. Hi, Tanya.
Hello.
Welcome to the
Hello,
stream. Thank you for joining
hello,
us. Also, KB
Hi.
is here. Hi, KB.
From
And
hello,
then,
yellow.
Australia.
um, sino pa nandito? Suzette. Hi, Suzette. Hi, Doc Suzette. Hello.
I
Welcome to
know.
the stream. And also, Don Lanuza is here. Hello. Thanks for joining
Hey,
us.
Hello!
Ayan.
Dawn.
So, ang next
Magandang
question natin
gabi.
is yung extra question ni Kate kanina
Ay, ano nga ulit
Yes,
yun?
about the
as
blurb. Like,
as the
how do you
audience,
write?
char.
Oo, how do you write your blurbs daw? Dahil bilang
Ano nga ba yung
seasoned
blurb?
authors na daw kayo.
Seasoned authors,
Suddenly, ano nga ulit
multiple
yung blurb?
lightly
Bilang
salted
seasoned
only.
authors. Oo. With garlic and toyo.
Basta hindi lang
Whatever
salt and
seasoning.
pepper. Sea salt,
Maggi sabor,
ganun.
ganun.
Nung
Jealous
sinabi
here
mo
also.
yung
Hi,
toyo,
Jella.
naalala ko yung siomai ko na naghihintay sa akin over there. Because
Were.
the toyo is
Yes.
staring at me.
Parang gusto ko to rin ng siomai din. Okay, anyway. Jay, do you have an answer for that?
Sige. And I remember Ines Bautista Yao had a blurb
Yes.
writing workshop before.
Oh,
So
okay.
I always try to go back. I actually don't remember the exact thing she said. But when I'm working on a blurb, I just have her voice in my head telling me that, okay, that's not working. You rewrite that. But it's
It's not working.
not working, you rewrite that. But I tried to not worry about being too long. But of course, to corollary to what Kate said, I do not write it naman short story style. But before I was worried about it being too long. But now I'm just, so if it's dual POV, like for Love to Meet You, it's dual POV, I try to have one in the perspective of the MC and one in the perspective of the LI, and just try to say something about their possible conflict and their also point of meeting that will
Okay.
spur, because it ends with a question na like if it's, so it's nothing will go wrong, right? Or nothing will happen, right? So something like that. So to kind of, I guess, tease interest when you read it. Ganon. But I also still believe that Ines will ever be 100% satisfied with what I will come up with. But that's a good thing because you keep learning.
Thank you
Okay, thanks,
naman.
Jay. Carla, do you have an answer for that?
No. I mean,
No.
I also attended that workshop. I also don't remember correctly how many years.
Like, it's
Pero
been
may
10 years ago. It's been 10 years.
Diba?
Oh my God.
It's been
Joke
one.
lang.
Oh my
Hindi
God.
10.
It's been 200 years.
It's been 200 years lang naman.
84 years
No.
ba? Say
Pero
time.
may ano siya, may formula siya eh. I think
Yeah.
it's exactly as you've described, VJ, na parang describe your main character, what are their motivations, tapos kung paano sila parang bakit sila mag-meet, ano yung parang parang what's the conflict, and then you end with ano na, parang gano'n.
Mm.
Wow, so helpful. Parang
Yeah, but
yun
that's
yung-
exactly it. And I
Yes,
think
yeah.
it works for us kasi there's kind of a template na that you try to
Oh, may
follow.
formula. May
Okay.
parang
Okay.
you're showing act 1 to 3 or parang act 1 and 2 and then
Yeah,
you end on a cliffhanger. Parang
May
Yeah.
teaser ka ganyan.
parang ano mangyayari sa act 3 ganon. Okay.
Ganon.
Thanks guys.
Ganyan.
Okay, so we have sabi pala ni Don, what is their choice of seasoning bilang seasoned author? Patis.
Hot sauce.
sea salt only, thanks.
Okay. So we're done with Tokyo. Jay. Pick a city.
Oh, me. Seoul.
Seoul.
Let's go
Okay.
to see our
Let's go to
oppas.
Seoul.
Sana
Okay.
all.
Ay, exciting. In
Ay,
a movie
Ay.
adaptation of your
Ay.
book, who would you cast? Ay, alam ko na yung kay Jay. Charot lang.
Hala.
In a movie adaptation of your book,
Nakakainis.
who would you cast as your MC, LI, and side characters? Pwedeng MC and LI lang. Kasi baka
Grabe.
meron
Suddenly
Casting
reveal
director.
of Mari-reveal yung
Perfect.
aking origin story. Oh my God. Anyway, okay,
Yes.
fine. Sige, amin tayo.
Wait.
Okay, so I will answer while painting, charot, para hindi ako titingin sa camera. Hindi masyadong offensive to me that I'm making amin. No, I wrote Love to Meet You because I love Park Seo-joon. And I fell in love with him after watching What's Wrong with Secretary Kim. So basically, the book
Charot.
is flat. I mean, at least in terms of the character. So it was easy to build the story because I had residual kilig, but I was not necessarily continuing. I mean, it wasn't like you're adding to that story na like how you would do it in fanfic, but it's just, I guess, an AU of the character. So in my head when I was writing, it was really Park Seo-joon as Ji-hoon. And then si Min-young.
Did you meet him at
Ate
did you
girl.
meet him at a fan meet?
Yeah,
Kayo
actually,
din
it
ba
also
nag-meet
happened. Pero kasi hindi naman nangyari sa akin yun, nangyari kay Sol, di ba? Sana all. But that was also, so watching that and then getting to go to his fan meet thanks to Don's blessing. I was blessed by Don. I was
May
also given
blessing.
yes, and I was also given permission by Don because she was holding a grudge against him, and she was like, okay, I'm going to allow Jay to attend the
Oh,
fan
yeah.
because she loves him.
Alam ko
So,
yung grudge na yan.
so that also helped. So yeah, so even the side characters are also easily pegged from the K-drama. So Kang Ki-young is the manager here Ji-hoon's manager in the story.
Oh my
Also
God,
based
okay.
on him. Tapos the best friend of Sol is also based on, oh my God, I don't know her name, but the actress in What's Wrong with Secretary Kim, who is one of the office mates of Min Young's character, who was super funny there. So they were essentially who I had in my head while I was writing. So if we're going to do an adaptation, might as well shoot for the stars. Yun.
Tama, lubos-lubosin na natin. Ganyan.
Yes.
As we all
Hindi ko
Sagad
naman
na.
nangarap, di ba?
Yes. Si Sol,
Sagad
meron kang
na.
may fan ka kay Sol?
Well, yun, when I was writing talaga, it was really Min-young. Pero if you're going to think of Filipino actress, si President Nadine.
Ay,
Oh,
bongga,
yes.
Of course.
Correct.
Why
Tama,
not?
tama.
Diba? Let's
Bagay,
just
bagay.
give it to the universe. Come on.
May
Don't
sinasabi si Don,
ganyan.
oh.
Don't makang ganyan.
Sol is
Hindi.
J. Ha, ha, ha.
DM mo na lang sa akin yan, girl.
Okay, next. Thanks, Jay. Okay, let's go to
Thank
Carla.
you.
So, Carla, ikaw, kung i-fancast natin si Somebody to Love, parang alam ko na.
Mamin ka din.
Parang ano naman, parang obvious naman doon sa cover. Obvious na sa cover.
Damayan mo na ako. Umamin ka na.
Sana obvious para para hindi ko na kailangan
Eye emoji.
sabihin.
Oo, sabi ni Don, claim natin
Sige.
yun. Oh.
Sige, maging confident tayo doon. So if we're talking about like pegs and like if this was a movie who you wanted to be in Somebody to Love, 100% si Scott is si Kim Seokjin from BTS. As in, wala nang iba.
Siya na lang
Huwag yun ang
talaga.
gawing movie kung hindi siya. Parang ganun.
Wow!
Yes.
Non-negotiable.
Yes.
Pull the plug.
Non-negotiable.
It's him.
It's him or
Kim
nothing.
Seokjin or nothing.
Yeah.
Him or nothing.
You can't
Oo.
use my story. Siya lang talaga.
No one else is allowed. Nakalagay yan sa kontrata. Wow!
Wow! May kontrata na pala.
May
Meron na
kontrata
pala.
na. Di nyo ba alam, mag-asawa kaming dalawa?
Ayun. That's universe.
okay.
Come on.
Marriage contract pala.
Come on. Yeah, prerequisite siya. As in talagang a lot of yung character ni kasi like sa original Midnights and BALI, si Scott was like this redhead Irish guy na parang redhead Scottish guy na parang hindi ko na siya vibe now. So parang when Jin fell into my life as the love of my life,
Yeah, talagang ganon.
Big
Ano
words.
talaga? Parang I knew he would show up somewhere and parang it was sort of perfect na dito siya nag-show up as si Scott, as the main character. Thus the puns. So, siya may kasalanan nun, honestly. Yun. Tapos, for Ava, my idea for her was si Kat Gumabaw. So, she's hindi siya actor, she's a plus size model, pero parang siya talaga yung naisip kong peg for
Bakit
for
ganon,
Ava.
Tanya?
Oo nga eh, parang it
Parang
got
hindi
dirty real
wholesome
quick.
yung bigla. Sa bagay, it's
Only
already
the second
8 o'clock.
question. It's 8 o'clock and
only
it's
the
only the
second
second question. Oo nga, can you hear it? Parang ang cute niya kasi. I can't. It's too hard not to. Yun. So yun. For the side characters, so they travel to Bali with their four friends na kabarkada nila. Yung mga peg ko for them is still yung original pegs ko from Midnights and Bali, like the first version. So my own friends in real life. Wag na lang nila alamin kung sino sila. Pero yeah, na lang. Hindi naman nila babasahan. Okay lang yan. Ayun.
True.
Okay. Thanks, Carla. Kate, ikaw naman. Sino ipa-fancast mo as Marco and VJ? Actually, alam mo, I was asking people on Instagram for questions and may isang nagpadala for you and fancast din yung gusto niyang malaman. So,
Okay.
this is a hot topic, I guess.
Hot topic.
Bakit ganon? Okay, so I've been thinking about it. And
Yes,
as you should.
Oo, no?
It's a very
And-
important
and,
decision.
Yeah.
I'm fine with the tambalang Judy Ann Santos and Piolo Pascual.
Oh my God.
Oh, a reunion project.
Comeback project.
Classic.
And because I saw their movie before, I forgot the title, but I think it was Finally Found Someone, where Judy Ann went to Baguio to find her friend, but found Piolo Pascual instead. Char. And she was
Sana all.
Mataray there. She was Mataray there.
O, tinan mo
And,
sabi ni Nina, got to think about these things. Oo,
Mm-mm.
laging ganun.
Ayun.
Pagalitan ka tuloy.
Sorry naman. Sorry, ma'am. And ayun, so tapos si Piolo, cute doon, of course, diba? So, he's like Marco. Tapos, gwapo kasi si Piolo. And gwapo si Marco. So, ayun. And then, merong drama side din yung movie. And syempre, Judy Ann bilang Judy Ann. So, iyak-iyak siya, diba? And si Julian yung perfect doon. And of course, yung age group. But
Oo.
Marco being very, parang not sort of clingy, saka sobrang sweet. The first person that I really remembered while writing, nakita ko kasi yung picture ni Lee Dong Wook sa Google,
Oh my
while
God.
Googling. Tapos
Oh.
meron siyang, he had a photo na nakagano siya. Yung parang he
Puppy
was
face,
pouting.
puppy
Diba?
face.
Oo, so parang poppy, mukha siyang poppy. So while writing, I kept thinking of Lee Dong Wook's face like that. So ayun, so
Actually,
Julian
Must
and
have been
Piolo, okay
helpful.
na ako. Yeah.
sabi
Ay,
ni
bakit
KB,
ganon,
oh.
KB?
Thought si Kaith
Hindi si
Cimafranca
Kate,
yung MC
hindi si
pick.
Kate Cimafranca yung MC. Sorry to
Masyadong maingay yung
disappoint.
mga friends
Sorry to
natin.
Oo,
her.
bakit kayo ganyan?
Mali po
Oo
tayo
nga.
Hindi
ng
si Kate
Hindi naman
inaakala.
to
Cimafranca yung...
naglagan.
Oo
Sobrang
naman.
supportive nyo.
Kahit na sobrang parang feeling nyo talaga yun, hindi.
Huwag
I-deny
naman
natin.
natin
Hindi ganun
sabihin
yun.
sa internet.
Mali yung assumptions.
Oo.
I-text nyo na lang.
Yeah, yung may comments si Don, yung mahaba buhok ni Papa P. Yes, that's the one.
Oo.
Yung ano siya, vocalist ba siya nun? Basta nasa band siya.
Nasa band din siya doon sa pelikula ni Sarah.
Oh, he's a band
Diba?
person. Musician talaga siya. Ganon.
Okay, sige. Thank you for the fancast suggestions. Okay, Universe, are you listening?
Come
For
back
our
project.
honesty.
Pakilalang please.
I hope you're listening, Universe, because
Yeah, please.
masaya to. Masaya to.
Before we
Okay.
die.
Matutuwa naman kami, oo.
Before the asteroids hit the Earth, ganyan.
Okay, let's ask the third question. Okay, Carla, we're done with Tokyo and Seoul. Where do you want to go next?
Let's go to Sydney.
Ooh.
Sydney.
Okay, ayan, okay. Why did you decide to set your book in Bali or Sydney, Seoul, and London, Canada? So, depende kung saan nyo sinet yung libro. So, ikaw, Carla, why did you decide to set your book in Bali?
Well, kasi I've been there.
Actually,
Yun na
same.
yun.
Yun
No,
lang kasi
parang-
yun.
Oo, parang I distinctly remember nung nagpunta ako doon the first time, yung feeling ko was, what? Bakit? Like, sobrang, you would think for a country na sobrang lapit sa atin, it would be, and ang daming similarities. Parang, hindi ka masya-shock by anything. Pero talagang yung culture, yung temples, yung hotels pa lang, para kang, what? Where am I? Ganon. Tapos parang, and I wanted to share that kind of like, hindi naman awakening, pero parang revelation to readers na magical place talaga siya. Wow, Char.
Ay, parang gusto ko tuloy punta ng Bali.
Oo nga.
Yes,
that's
I
true.
highly
Book the
recommend
ticket.
her. Book the ticket na.
Sige, okay.
Sige naman, Sarah. Sige.
Pag-shooting na ng movie.
Wait lang.
Yun.
Sige. Let's do that. Okay,
Do
Jay.
it.
Jay, ikaw, why did you decide to set it in Seoul and Sydney and Manila, of course, but
Ganun din, I've been agad.
lagi
Hey!
tapos mamaya yung sagot ni Kit, I live here.
Actually, diba? I mean,
Copy-paste lang ng sagot. And then,
Sabi
well,
nila, write what you know, di ba?
yeah, I know that. So, and then, well, ang gulo kausap. Hindi kasi, well, for the story, it made sense to go to Seoul given that Jihoon lives there. So, and then for the Sydney part, kasi that was the last place I've been to. Then, well, at least I was also there while I was writing. So it was easier to write kasi you actually went to the places that I can write about the places that I've been to while I was there. So it's easier to describe, and then you remember what you did and what could happen romantically in that place. But for me, it was just, a tourist, I'm just there. But in the book, I can make it romantic. So that was fun. And also, I guess going back to the Seoul part, because I missed going back to Korea at the time, and I haven't been in a while. Tapos those are the places that I wanted to go back to. if I get to go back. So I wrote about that. Tapos even the food that they had, the jjajangmyeon, and then the sundae gukbap. I would like to try that in Korea. So it was also me drawing an itinerary for the next time I get to travel. So yon.
Okay. Thanks, Jay. Ang taray naman nung nagsusulat ka sa Sydney. Gusto ko din
Yeah.
na-experience.
Yeah.
Saya.
Again, book the ticket. Let's book the
Okay,
ticket.
Kate.
Come on.
Ikaw
Yun
naman.
nga.
Let's go.
As he
Dahil
answered.
Like I live
Kasi
here.
Answered.
Kasi
Mas
live
mataray yung
here.
kanya.
I live here, di ba? Kasi, so of course, nasa Canada, hanap pa ba ako ng ibang city? And it's easier, of course, because I'm here and I know the places that I want, yung mga scenes ng book. And then, of course, I studied in Silliman University. I lived in Dumaguete for 4 years. And at that time, I was missing home so much. Like home as in Dumaguete kasi 4 years and I
yung spaghetti,
really,
na-miss mo din.
yes, actually, na-miss. Saka yung cheese bread, actually. Number 1, cheese bread. Number 2, Dumaguete. I consider it my second home. And siguro when we retire, when we decide to retire, Dumaguete is an option. And I really love it so much, how it's laid back, ganyan. And so many memories. So there you go.
Thanks, Kate. Alam mo, habang binabasa ko yung libro mo, parang na-intriga din ako kung ano yung lasa ng spaghetti na yun. Kasi parang, I
Yeah,
think
the first
3 or 4
time.
times din yung binanggit sa libro yung spaghetti.
Yes,
Parang,
because spaghetti Scooby is like a big part of our lives, and Scooby's kasi it's a small fast food chain in Dumaguete, and just like was it VJ or Marco? Nakalimutan ko na. Me as the author of the book. The first time I saw it, it's like, bakit so there's so much going on in this spaghetti. And then my friend said, you just try it. And then the first time that I tried it, I wasn't very impressed. And then the second time, of course, kahit hindi ako impressed, I ordered it again because my friend said, it's really good. And of course, me as madaling mauto ng friends. So I did it. And that second episode, oh, it's really good pala. And it's true. And thank you for recommending ganyan. So it's a big part of my college life. Kasi at that time, McDonald's, we didn't have McDonald's there then. And then there was
okay.
also Jollibee, but it's like puno every time. So Scoobies, and it's super malapit sa school. So ayun, spaghetti Scoobies.
Okay. Okay. Intriga lang talaga ako doon. Kasi ano sa Bicol kasi may ganun din, parang Bigs naman,
Oh.
Bigs Diner. So wala din sa Maynila. So parang napisip ako, parang siguro ganun yung Bigs Diner. Yun yung Bigs
Yes,
Diner nila.
yes.
Okay, sige. Let's go to the next question. So we've been to Tokyo, we've been to Seoul and Sydney. Jay. Ay, sorry.
Me.
Kate, ko na pala.
Okay, let's go
Kate pala.
to London. London. Yeah,
London,
this is a-
Canada.
Yeah. Okay.
Ayan, okay.
Oh.
Okay,
Question.
this is a difficult question. Okay.
Did you face
Did-
any challenges while writing this book, and how did you overcome them?
Maybe this question should be answered by my editor.
Grabe.
Yung
Pinasa.
challenges, wait. Pwedeng can you give me time? Ibang author muna yung mag-answer.
Oh no.
Because there was so much, I faced so many challenges writing this book. So parang I have to think of the one. So please give me a moment.
Sino may sagot na ngayon? Sino pwede mag-volunteer ng sagot?
Sige na, ulitin ko na lang yung sinabi ko kanina. The entire process
Wala
was challenging. It's always challenging to put the book together. Diba? It's you would think as seasoned authors it gets easier, but it really does not. I don't think it gets easier. It's just that you know where to get help and who you trust in each stage of the process. So if I want to talk to somebody about a plot thing that I need help with, so somebody just needs to remind me, take somebody's shirt off. Okay, right. That's how we work through
That's
Yes.
how you always work through a
Diba? And that's how
problem.
you work through a thing. And then also, a specific thing that I was worrying about was the cover because it was the pandemic, so we were not allowed to go out. So I didn't know how we can manage to get people together for a photo shoot. But talking to Mina, and then she, parang, okay, let's do a composite thing for the cover. So we did that with the models in who they were in separate places, so in their own homes, tapos over Zoom, and then she was just directing them, all right, post like that, and then somebody will have to take the photo. So it was a very unique experience, and it was really fun because it was just like us telling the pandemic that we don't care that you're here, we're going to go through this, we're going to get this photo shoot done, and we're going to have fun. So that was one challenging thing that was very specific to this book.
Oo nga, I remember during the pandemic, we were still having romance class shoots. Pero
Diba?
ano, over Zoom. Nakapag-participate ako once with the book that's still to be released. Yung kay Doc
Ooh.
Leslie. Oo. Yung
Mm,
Mm.
Hearts and
reflective.
Sciences.
Oo, na-enjoy ko 'yon kasi kasi ano, it's still the same, parang pareho lang yung feeling na parang nandun ka pa rin sa studio and
Mm-hmm.
giving your model some prompts to make them
Yeah.
act in a certain way. So lahat ng mga prompt namin kay Ayla puro BTS related. So parang I
So,
forgot who our
kunyari
bias
nandun si
was.
Namjoon.
Yeah,
Si
parang ganyan,
Namjoon and si
parang
Jungkook ang bias.
kunwari andyan sa
Nilagyan ko
likod mo, ganun. Parang sinasabi namin na parang, okay, so, nandiyan sa likod mo, tapos nakita mo siya, ganyan. Parang napalingon ka, tapos nakita mo siya, ganyan. So, parang may look over the shoulder. Basta lahat
Tapos
ng prompts
kinilig
na,
ka, ganyan.
oo, ganon. So, yun, nakakatuwa pa rin yung experience doing that. Sabi ni Mina, they acting at a tripod. Sabi,
Yeah. And he was alone. Yun pa, kasi the male cover day was alone in his apartment, and then but Mela had her husband and her mother, and mother
may
was
isa,
stage mothering, and husband was stage husbanding. So there were people supporting her and telling her, "Oh, she looks so beautiful." So it was, she had an entire
May
supporting cast,
support group, yeah.
and
oo,
then
may
Ang
support group
saya.
siya.
they had
Tawa
his
naman si Kuya
tripod.
Day.
But we were also
May
telling him that, yeah,
cheerleaders pala.
oo, pero yeah, we were the cheerleaders for Day because he had the tripod only.
Ay, Ron is in the chat. Hi, Ron. Thank you for making it to the
Hello,
Hello,
stream.
hi
Ron.
Ron.
Ayan. Okay, Carla, do you have an answer for our question?
Mm,
What is the challenging thing that you had to overcome while writing this book? Alam, may ano to, kasi may petty story ka, kaya feeling
May,
ko may sagot
oo,
mo.
namimili lang siya what to say.
Ay,
marami kasi,
pinifilter,
kaya
Which one?
filter
Which
niya.
one do
Kailangan,
I share?
kailangan
choose one.
broadcast friendly.
Oo. How violent will I be? Ganon.
Full moon ba today? Sige, sige, ano, let's be Miss Congeniality levels of ano,
Let's be
Oh,
diplomatic tonight.
diplomatic. So so nung inedit ni Layla yung story, parang in the middle of the book, may comment siya na, isn't public displays of affection not allowed in Bali?
Oh, talaga ba?
oh, I
Huh?
didn't know that.
Yeah,
Why?
so apparently parang societally frowned upon to be like super affectionate. Tapos I had one scene in particular. So if nakita niyo yung cover yung alternate cover ni Somebody to Love na ginawa ni
Yes.
OC
Oh
Art.
my God,
So
there's kissing.
I know, right? There's kissing eh. So yung art na yun in particular was based on yung first draft of a scene where Scott and Ava go up to a temple. Tapos nasa temple sila when he does it. So para sa nila,
Mm.
wait. Maybe no yan. So, I mean, hindi naman siya huge challenge kasi magaling ako.
Because you're a seasoned
Kasi I'm a seasoned
author.
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 Kasi may
Yeah,
sea
and I
salt
read a lot
ka.
of books eh. So,
Oh my God.
anyway, parang parang medyo parang na-throw ako for a loop when she said that. Pero yeah, I looked it up and it's true na parang PDA is not very, parang medyo frowned upon siya. Even if, parang ang point pa niya is, especially since Pinoy silang dalawa, so they might look like locals na disrespectful. Okay.
Okay.
So yun nga, you had to backtrack a little bit. So talagang hinanap ko yung scenes na wait lang. In this part, are they kissing in public? Are they holding hands in public? Parang I had to set yung boundaries nilang dalawa.
Kahit
At
holding
some
hands,
point,
pwede?
well, I don't know, parang I did
Just to be
holding
sure.
hands pa rin naman. Pero like yung kissing sobrang no-no. So ang ginawa, like
Yeah.
may isang scene in the book where papasok sila sa car. Tapos doon sila magkikiss. Kasi nga, kailangan tago. So parang if
Stage
you're
location
wondering,
tayo.
biglang
Doon
pumasok
tayo
ng
sa
kotse
madilim,
because
ganun.
magkikiss sila. That's why. Oo, kailangan
Secret.
away from the
Tago.
public. Secret chenes. Ganon. Yun. Unexpected, sobrang unexpected hurdle. Pero kinaya naman.
In fairness, hindi ko alam yun kasi I've never
Yeah.
been there. Tsaka para namang may
Me too.
I was
Yun
gonna
nga
say,
eh. As if
sino
naman,
ka-kissing mo doon?
Oo. For next
Sino
time.
ka-holding hands ko sa kung saan pupunta. But anyway, that's nice to know. So, pag nag-jowa ako, yung puta Bali.
noted. Diba? Oo, noted.
Hindi naman, pwede ka pa rin
future
pumunta. Just,
reference.
get a car. Get a room.
Kailangan mo
Get
lang
a
ng
car.
kotse
Rent a
para
car.
in
Rent a
case.
car.
Correct.
Make
Okay,
it work.
Kate, balik na tayo sa'yo. Do you have an
Okay.
answer na for this question?
Yeah. Letting go of the book. Kasi
okay.
this is my first romance novel, of course, and I'm very protective of it. And so yun. So when I had to decide that, okay, this is the final, and Carla can relate because may ano siya, may revisions pang naganap. And finally, I had to really tell myself that this is it. We have to, oh my God, what's that? And that
Sige
I
lang,
really had to let go, and then I had to decide that this is it. This is the version that people are getting. Tapos na, have to let go. So ayun. So that was the most difficult. I think one of the most difficult things for me to do, kasi even when my editor was doing the work, I was so tempted to go over the things that she has checked or has edited. I'm so tempted to work on it while she was working, and of course it doesn't make sense. It doesn't work that way. So, and I've been telling, I'm so protective, sorry. And I had a really, really good editor, and she's very supportive, and then she had to tell me na, okay, we're not doing that.
Chat ba siya? Charot na.
Yeah.
May editor
and
mo.
I love her so much, and she's here, and ayun. So yeah, letting go. I mean, kahit anong aspect ng life ko, letting go is very hard because I hold a grudge. Hold grudge. But for this
Wait
book
lang.
naman,
Ano nga sign mo ulit?
Scorpio ba yan?
Cancer.
Oh.
And yeah.
Pwede,
So
pwede.
we hold everything in our heart. So ayun, letting go. And but for this book, it's letting go is hard because I'm very protective of it, and I don't really wanna, I don't know, parang I don't want to be judged, judge in that, but parang as a serial people pleaser, will people like this? Will readers like this? And my editor was saying na, no, you write for yourself, and ganyan yung mga chenes. So I think nahirapan ako dun, mag-let go.
Okay. Totoo naman. Hindi, totoo nga. Mahirap mag-let go. Actually, the
Yeah.
last manuscript that I sent later, sabi ko sa kanya, bitawan ko na to. Ayoko na.
Ayoko na.
Kasi sa
Yes,
una,
the more
mahirap
that-
mag-let go. Pero pag binatawan mo na, parang ayoko na. Okay, tapos na, bye.
Kasi parang the more that I hold on to it, parang ang unproductive niya, at least for me.
Yeah.
Parang,
Yeah.
It feels like a weight that's always on your shoulder if you don't
Tama.
let it go.
Yeah.
And you can't move on to the other writing things. So
Yeah.
it's always better to say goodbye.
Parang, they're babies, and your stories are your babies. So it's hard to Get them
Oo,
out of the world
hayaan mo
without,
silang,
yeah.
hayaan mo muna sila maglakad, gano'n. Bitawan
And
mo para
run.
makapaglakad sila on their own,
Yes.
gano'n. Anyway, may naganap sa chat, so hindi ko alam kung nakikita niyo pa rin yung thing. Somebody spammed the chat with
Parang
something. But
wala.
I already blocked the
What?
user, so just let me know kung nakikita niyo pa yung messages. But anyway, block na siya. So
No
hindi
na,
siya
yeah.
makakapasok.
My
Anyway,
God.
okay. So next question. I think sino na? Si Jay na.
Me.
Okay. So
Where do we go?
we're done with Tokyo, Seoul, Sydney, and London. Where do you want to go next?
Let's go. So, kung wala may budget tayo, let's go to Paris.
Yes, Paris. Okay. So the question is, what's your favorite thing about your MC and LI?
Kalimutan ko na nga kasi sino nga ba?
Yeah, what
wait,
did I
Sino
write?
si
Diba?
Park
Yung
Seo-joon? Tsaka
let's
si
go. Ganyan. Abs. Ganun lang kasimple. Yung abs niya, gusto ko siya. Stalling, so I can't remember. Favorite thing about my MC and my LI. So, well, I like that my LI, si Jiwon, is very persistent, but in a way that respected her decision. Like if she said that, all right, I'm not gonna give you my number, he said, okay. So I'm just gonna slide in your DMs, and then if you answer, then it's okay. But if not, then if you answer, then great. If not, then I shot my shot. So he's very persistent, and he is always trying to. Because between the two of them, he's the one. Although he has, I guess, the most to lose, but he's the one who's pursuing the thing that they have to be something more. So he had to be that energy. And then for Sol, I like that the decision that she made at the end that allowed them to be together. She did not do that just for him. She did that primarily for herself. And then it just so happened that it worked out with him in the picture. So I had, for me, it was very important for her to do that. That it's something that she has to do for herself first. Otherwise, it won't work out in the long run with him. So that kind of that energy then of thinking of yourself first before being with somebody and making that work. Yon. And also his abs. I also like his abs. Because that's canon.
I mean, who doesn't like abs?
Diba? It's always
True,
important.
true.
I mean,
It moves
kung
the
nandyan,
story forward.
We won't say no to abs
oo,
naman.
kung
We
nandyan na
never
siya,
say no to
hihindi ka
abs.
pa ba?
Yes.
Yun.
Ikaw pa ba'y hihindi kung andyan natin? Okay. Carla, what's your answer? What's your favorite thing about your MC and your LI? Bukod sa fan cast
Sa
mo.
mukha. Yung ka na naman, kinikilig na naman ako eh.
I mean, that's why we're here. It's Kilig Cafe.
Here to serve kilig.
Ano ba? Ako, I think nagulat ako how much I liked how they worked through yung issue nila. So may issue sila na basically ginost ni Scott si Ava for like 9 years. Talagang Ava was trying to be mature about it. Na parang no, friendships end because we're in our 30s. It's normal. Pero si Scott medyo makulit na no. Let's be friends again. Pero parang na-enjoy ko yung journey nilang dalawa of parang getting back together, actually getting together in general because they've known each other for so long. So parang um I liked that it was hard for them to hide from each other. Yun. Even when they were feeling si Ava kasi I really enjoyed writing about her insecurities. Because she's a fat girl and parang syempre you can't help but write about the things that you know, and I really liked parang how sort of as a character she just accepts the way she is, and parang ako kasi wala akong problema with it, like siya I have no problem with it, but it seems like everyone else has a problem with it. So yun, actually yeah, I super liked writing them because nga it was so easy na parang mag-play off sila of each other. Yun.
Ay, sorry. Nakamit na naman ako.
Oo.
Anyways, I was saying, feeling ko nga na-enjoy mo nga silang isulat kasi umabot ka ng 70,000 words.
Is that a
Oo,
read?
kapal-kapal
Sobrang
nila.
na-enjoy.
No, I mean, 'di ba? If you kasi tawag dito, honestly speaking, mahirap sumulat ng ganun kahaba
Oh
kung
my God, oo nga.
hindi mo siya
Yes.
feel, diba? Parang
Hindi ko pa na-achieve yata yung
naisip ko pa lang yung
70,000.
70,000 tapos i-edit mo siya parang, oh,
Oh, actually, yung
70,000.
edit niya, oh my God!
Yes.
diba? So parang
70,000.
parang hindi ka aabot ng 70 kung hindi mo na-enjoy sinusulat. I don't know. From experience, parang feeling ko you don't really
Yeah.
get to churn out that many words if you don't like what you're writing or if you're not enjoying it.
True.
True.
So, sabi ni Mina kanina, kay Jay to kanina si Sol daw, she got a career and a jowa.
Diba?
Sana
Yun
all.
yung miss.
Sana
That's the
all.
dream.
So, isusulat na lang natin, diba?
Tapos sabi ni Tanya,
True.
this is why you should attempt PDA in every place you go. Para malaman mo kung bawal o hindi.
Oo. Just in case kailangan mo malaman kung bawal o hindi. It's science.
Paano kung wala kang kasama? If you're traveling alone.
Fake dating trope.
There's gonna be
ba?
a consenting adult there somewhere. Come
Wala na lang
on.
somebody, excuse
Make
The
it
key
work.
is finding the consenting adult.
Yeah.
Kat said,
He's there.
friends
All you
ulit
have to do
with
is find
intentions-
them.
Okay. I think this is for you, Carla. Friends ulit with intentions of tatanda
Yeah.
together.
Oh my God.
Oh.
Naman. The dream, Char.
The dream. Okay, next. Kate, ikaw. What's your favorite thing about your MC and your LI?
Okay, my MC, I love that she's a risk taker. But minsan hindi nag-iisip. But go lang ng go. But go lang ng go. And then I love how she also she cries at night, but then she gives herself pep talks. And then laban lang ulit, like, of course, she cries, but at the end of the day, she gives herself really good pep talks that, well, andito na tayo, hindi pinag-isipan, so let's just do this.
Panindigan natin yung ating life.
Ano
They're
yun?
probably
Panindigan na
wondering
natin.
why we're
Diba?
here.
Risk taker ka, girl eh. So,
Ginawa mo
Ginusto mo
yan.
yan. In short,
Yeah.
ginusto mo yan.
Ginusto mo yan.
True.
So, and then she would just tell herself na, okay, iyak muna tayo, and then we'll just do it again. Okay, with my LI, ano ba yung gusto ko kay LI? He's
Gwapo
very...
siya.
Gwapo siya.
Diba,
Kamukha niya si Piolo.
given,
Kamukha niya si
given na,
Piolo
diba?
with long
I mean, what's not to
hair.
like about Piolo Pascual? He's very sweet. He's not afraid to wear his heart on his sleeve. And he's very sweet. He takes care of our MC, and he brings her food. And then, who are we to say no to someone na nalilibre ng milk tea? And then,
Alam
he's
ko na
just
kung ano
there.
gusto mo milk.
Yeah. And he's just there for her all the time. So when she's feeling bad about her decisions in life, he's there. And of course, we aim to have that someone in our lives. So ayan. That's what I love about Marco so much. Dala siya ng food.
Thanks, Kate. Okay, so before we move on to the next question, gusto ko muna palang i-announce na sa Saturday next week, meron tayong
Yes.
Field Fest 2022.
Yes.
Excited!
This is
The return, the comeback.
This is major kasi ito yung first natin na in-person Fields Fest after how many years na ba? 10 years. So,
1 million?
100.
sa 2019 yung
84
huli.
years.
So, what? After 2.5 years, ganyan. So,
Tapos I'm not there
May
again.
half?
oo nga, Kate. Ano ba? Hindi ko na, I don't know how to count
Sorry.
months.
Time doesn't
Basta-
exist anymore.
Oo, basta that's going to be happening next Saturday at Ayala Malls the 30th in Ortigas from 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. Required po lahat na mag-mask, pero meron tayong dress code na dress up as your favorite LI or your ideal type, ganyan. That's not required, but it would be fun to see you come to the event
Attempt.
as your favorite love interest. Pwedeng fictional, pwedeng romance class, pwedeng hindi. Or an ideal type, or kasi alam mo yun, ano yung nakaka-attract sa inyo sa mga love interest in media or whatever. Oo, Mina, may math. Sorry. Napaisip ako sa how many months yung 2 years? 24. Tapos meron pang,
Parang,
ewan ko.
May butal.
Teka.
Oo. So, yun, hindi naman na required pumunta. If you can't come to the event tulad ni Kate dahil nasa ibang bansa siya, you can always tune in to our Twitch or
yes,
Twitch
live
channel.
stream.
Yes, i-stream natin lahat ng stage event. So that means all the live readings will be streamed. Kapit lang
Yes.
sana yung ating internet
Internet.
connection on location. So you can access the program at kilig.pub/twitch. Hindi ko pa masabi kung anong oras siya magla-live. But basta between 1 and 6 p.m. on Saturday. Yun. One of the things that will be happening also on Saturday is the official launch of the Kilig anthology. This is the
Yay!
romance class and comic at anthology. So nakakita na ako ng maraming pictures ng mga nakabili na. Ang cute kasi people are really excited about this anthology of 14 stories by 22 creators, both romance class authors and comic illustrators. So, bili na kayo. Bili na kayo sa bit.ly /comic bookstore.
And they
But
ship international.
today,
Talaga?
nakalimutan-
Wow.
Yes, they do. I made
Yes.
sure.
Amazing.
So, nakabili ka na,
When you
Kate?
shared it. Yes, bibili na ako.
Okay.
Wait lang.
Nice.
Ngayon na ba? After the stream. Char.
Yun. But anyway, if di pa kayo nakakabili and if you're coming to the event on Saturday, you can buy your copy there as well. Until the 22nd na lang yung kanyang introductory price of 1,000 pesos. But may patong. May commission ako.
Commission
Six,
ka.
girl.
For
Bakit may 200 ako nilagay? 1,000. 1,000 lang siya.
Math talaga is not our strong point.
Sorry. My brain is not functioning well today.
Gabi na.
But yun.
Did not go to
PM.
That's gonna happen next Saturday. So sana magkita-kita tayo either in person or online. Yan. Next week din, magkakaroon tayo ng IG Lives buong week. May
Daming
schedule tayo
gana.
na nakalagay. Yes, ang dami nangyayari.
We've
End of
booked
the year
and busy.
pasabog. Some of your favorite romance class authors will be going live on their Instagram accounts. Just go to Romance Class Books on Instagram to see the entire schedule for the week. And sabi ni Don, 20% charge for promotion. I wish.
May service fee.
I
Sabi
wish
ko
may
sa'yo, sana
ganun.
magaling ka sa marketing eh.
Thank you.
True.
Ayan. Okay. Next question na tayo. Tapos na tayo sa ating announcement. Next question na tayo. Also, by the way, yung mga nasa stream ngayon, please don't forget to like the stream. If you haven't liked it yet, please like nyo na ngayon na. Ayun na. And then, pag hindi pa kayo nakakapag-subscribe, bakit? Mag-subscribe na kayo.
Subscribe now na din while you're
Oo.
here.
Okay, so we have 3 more locations left. We have BALI, we have Manila, and Bangkok. Saan tayo pupunta? Bali, sino na mag-choose na yun?
Si Carla.
Si
Me?
Carla.
Oh, tara, magbali na tayo.
Bali, okay.
Let's
Go to
go.
Bali.
Hindi pwede
Okay.
mag-88 note.
So this is the question. Do you have tips or advice to authors writing books set in another country? Yan. Bukod dun sa, punta kayo dun.
Go there.
Oh my God. Wait.
Super helpful. Go.
Kasi malay natin, hindi sila makakapunta. Carla, sige, ikaw muna since ikaw yung nakapili ng question.
Paano ba? I would
Bakit
say
hindi
parang...
pwede yung punta ka doon?
Oo nga, yun yung sagot eh.
Oo.
Sagot.
Diba? I mean, that's the best way to experience the place.
True.
Pwede naman, but like, sige, kung ano yung sagot ni Gold.
More pa?
Kasi diba, amin
Lagyan ko
naman
agad
yun.
ng limit.
It's
Pasensya na.
our tips.
Sorry
Ano
naman.
ba? Ano, mm, paano ba? Parang ano kasi, ano, I mean, okay, kasi just because you haven't, let's say you haven't been to New York, doesn't mean you can't write a story set there. Kasi like, ang dami ng story set in New York, ang dami ng things na parang you sort of know just from being a Filipino about New York. So parang it's possible. Dati nga parang nagsulat ako ng story set somewhere and I've seen someone comment, this girl has never been to wherever. So, di mo lang alam. Anyway.
Totoo ba?
How dare
Okay.
you?
How
It
dare.
was a podcast and everything, and they're like, this girl has never been to
Wow.
anyway. So yun nga. So I think the point is parang you will always experience a place differently from another person. So I guess the best advice would be to try to take in how your character would perceive that place. One of the easiest ways to write a Filipino going somewhere is turista siya. So parang they experience a place the exact same way you would as a person na parang sobrang in awe of everything, ganun. It's harder to write someone who lives somewhere else. Kasi nga you've never experienced it, but it can be done. Skill level lang naman yan eh.
Charot.
Very good.
Eh, magaling si
Charot.
Carla. So,
Ay,
kaya
Smart
niya.
siya.
Kasi
Eh,
seasoned author
magaling
siya.
Well,
Seasoned author siya.
well,
More than
seasoned
salt
na
and
kasi ako.
pepper.
So salted na lumalabas lahat ng
Sea
liquid ko,
salt.
ganun. So yun, parang I think yun nga, just remember the point that you're writing for a character. So how would that character see this place? How would that character interact with this particular place, even if you've never been? Yun. Aside from pumunta ka doon, it's really the best way to experience. Pumunta ka
Yes,
doon.
yes.
Punta ka doon.
Yeah.
Okay. Jay, you have an answer for this?
Pumunta ka doon.
No. Sabay nag-no siya. No? Parang, okay.
Not allowed.
Tinanggap na lang.
Okay, paano ba? Well, kasi if pupunta ka nga doon.
That's the best tip eh. That's the best
Ganun ba? Parang,
advice.
ano pa ba?
Ano pa ba? Hindi, okay. So, sige. Kasi I think it's the same as if if you're planning for a trip, it's the same exercise that if you're planning a trip for yourself and if you're planning for a trip for your character. So, you think about as Carla said, you think about where they want to go, what kind of activities they would want to take part of. Kasi usually when you're traveling, you're walking a lot. So is that something that your characters would enjoy? And if they would walk a lot, do they want to go on a hike or do they just want to go shopping? And then also, I like writing about them discovering food. So what kind of food will they want to
Yes.
consume? And diba, like if it's cold, so they would want sabaw, or even if it's cold, they would probably want ice cream or I don't know, cake. So food is always part of the itinerary. And then pumunta ka nga doon. Hindi talaga help.
Pinaka-helpful.
Yun talaga. That's the one
Pero kasi
thing.
it's fun if you've been somewhere tapos you try to think about your character's experience. Would my characters also want to go to the same places I've been? Kasi baka they would not want to go to the same places, or if they would want to go to the same places, I know that their experience would be different. So they might see in general, big picture, the same thing, but the details that they notice would be different from what I would probably have noticed as a person. So that kind of perspective shift is fun to play around with. So that's one exercise that's possible if you've been somewhere and then you write about that. But if it's not, then I think it's also similar to writing down in an itinerary and researching. Because for Blossom Among Flowers, I've never been to Japan when I wrote that. So it's really just a lot of Googling. And of course, since it's a lot of Googling, I've never been to the country before. When I started writing that, it was Google and watching J-dramas and reading anime. And of course, a lot of things were off. A lot of details were not consistent or were not actually realistic. But that's okay. That's going to be part of it. If you've never been to the place, and that's something that you can forgive yourself for, especially naman if it's not a big deal. So, kaya going back is always easier if you've been to the place. So you have a more tactile feel of what it is to be there. That's the end of my lecture, Sarah.
Thanks, Jay.
Thanks,
Alam mo,
Prof.
sharing lang. Yung sinasabi mo na mag-google ka and everything. Ginawa ko yan. Tapos, one of the things that I did pala for my soul-based books is ano yung mga video sa YouTube
Yeah,
na
you told me
naglalaro
about that.
Yeah.
sa
Walking
different things
tour.
like Itaewon, Dongdaemun, ganyan.
Oh, meron pala nun?
Oo, it's really fun and it's very informative. Especially if
internet
you
has
haven't been there
everything.
kasi I have not been to Seoul. So, parang gusto ko makita yung ano itsura ng mga kalsada, alam mo yun, if you're coming from a subway, ganyan. So, parang
Yeah.
ang saya lang, ganyan. Ayun. Kate, ikaw, what's your,
Kasi for me, in my experience, I write best about a place if either nakapunta na ako or I've lived there. And so, of course, Dumaguete and Linden. But if you can't go to that country, Google, yes, Google is your friend. Or if you know someone who lives in that country, I hope you're friends with them. You're good friends with them, so you can ask them questions. You can
True
ask them
friend ba yan?
questions. Or,
Ganyan.
yeah, you have to have true friends who are willing to help you. Because, di ba, if they're not willing to help you, then wale. And when you write about a certain place, you have to be as descriptive as you can because you are taking your readers to that certain country, to that certain city. So for them to feel talaga what your MCs or your allies are feeling, you have to be able to describe that. And that was also a challenge for me because writing descriptions about locations, hindi ako magaling doon. And that's something that I really have to work hard on. So yeah, that's what I would advise as well. So readers can be fully immersed in your book aside sa kilig. And if you're setting it in another country, then try to describe it as much as you can. And then, kasi diba, like for me personally, sa Dumaguete, with all the places that I've described, I have specific memories of those locations and even here in London. And ayun, so you can express more feelings, you can share more feelings or memories if nandun ka. And if not, yun nga, find friends who are there or maybe choose a location where my friend ka. Para hindi ka nakadepend kay Google. Like,
Tama
I have this
yun.
friend in Japan. Maybe I should ask, saan ka? Tokyo? Osaka? Yun. Have lots of friends, Char. Hindi naman ako friendly, so that's difficult. So kung saan na lang ako.
Need to have
Sorry to
friends.
all introverts.
sabi ni Tanya, Google Maps daw for driving info and travel time. So, totoo lang.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Because you can look around,
Even
diba?
locally, oo.
Yeah,
Oo,
Like, even
helpful nga siya.
even where you live.
may street
Saka yung
view,
satellite
diba?
view, oo. Yung street
Yeah,
view, di ba? Ang ganda
Yeah.
yung tingnan.
So you can go around. Ay, ito pala, may ganyan.
Correct.
Sari-sari
Ayan.
store dyan. May mamang taho
Sino
over
lang next na
there.
pipili? Is it Kate?
Si Kate
Ako ba?
na yata.
Ako na ba?
So, dalawa na lang. Manila
Dalawa na
tsaka
lang.
Bangkok. Yes.
Sige, Manila because sometimes I feel homesick.
Oh.
Okay, so this is the question
Oh.
with a bonus challenge. What's your favorite scene and why is it your favorite? Tapos yung challenge for all of the authors is please draw something that represents romance class in your artwork.
Okay. Wait.
Sige.
My
Artwork.
favorite scene. I have to remember what I wrote. Favorite scene.
Well.
No, I know. My favorite
Well.
scene probably was the one where I hope this is not a spoiler. Where VJ and Marco were just driving around. Marco just arrived in Canada for a few weeks, and then he had to practice driving so he can get a license. And VJ they went around. They just used back roads because it's easier, and since it was winter, you have to navigate carefully, and back roads are perfect because they don't there's not a lot of cars there. So in that scene, parang there was a moment where VJ fell into a rabbit hole of memories. Ganyan tayo eh, because diba, we always go back. Ano siya, reminiscing, kahit nasa kotse pala siya, kasama na si Marco. And then Marco said something like, ano ba sinabi ni Marco? Say like sometimes when we're together.
Gusto mo, kain tayo yung sinabi niya.
Teka, nasa na ba yung print copy natin?
But parang they were sharing a comfortable silence. Ganyan. Because it's not all the time that you can find someone na you're comfortable sharing a space plus kasi there are awkward silences, there are silences na parang galit ka, di ba? Parang galit, so tahimik kayo. But with Marco and VJ, since they know each other so well, and Marco knows VJ so much, so parang he let her do her own thing. If like bigla siyang tumahimik and she didn't have anything to say, tahimik lang din si Marco, and it's not difficult naman, but it's special if you find someone you can share a comfortable silence with. Like you don't feel the need to just talk just because magkasama kayo. So it's special na when you finally find someone who can give you your own space. And ayun, yun na yata yung favorite scene ko. And there was snow everywhere, so it was the perfect winter scene for me. Ayun, tama ba? I hope tama yung description ko sa book. Basta comfortable silence, that's it.
Hindi pala tama, no?
Parang hindi pala tama, and someone
would
get back to me.
It never happened pala, no?
I don't think that
Somebody
happened.
watched this.
In your book.
It was in the draft and then in the final
That's
wala.
the draft.
Kalimutan ko siyang idagdag because again,
Oh,
hindi,
in
nasa
draft
book ko siya,
number
I'm
5,
sure.
ganyan.
But keywords, comfortable silence.
Jay,
Search
ikaw.
natin mamaya yan. Me? Ako
What's
ba?
your favorite scene?
Oh,
And
me.
why? Why is it your favorite?
I like all the eating scenes.
Oh.
Gutom tayo. Right. sabi na eh, ikaw talaga always in the gutter, charot.
Tina mo, 9 o'clock na kasi.
Hindi pa kasi nagdi-dinner.
So, well, all the food scenes and also there's a scene in Sydney where, because Jion followed Sol in Sydney, and then she was going to meet her dad and she's estranged from her dad. So she didn't want him to come kasi hindi rin sila bate at the time, or they were not clear where they are at the time. And also, she felt that it was a conversation that she did not want somebody she cared about to see her in kasi it wasn't her at her best. But he went with her, and then he was kind of, because it was her dad, he was kind of auditioning for the role of her boyfriend, trying to impress the dad. But it was also a very difficult conversation for Sol because she hadn't seen her dad in a while, and she didn't know how to be a good daughter when she wasn't sure if she still likes being around this parent. So medyo may konting angst, and the support system that Jihon ended up being for her, and then just the conversation after wherein he assured her that she doesn't have to be forgiving all the time, she doesn't have to be the most, like, she doesn't have to love her dad all the time for her to be lovable, so something like that. So yeah, that's like ice cream sila after, so everything went well. Ice cream solves this. So still eating.
Sa ramen daw nagsimula ang lahat, sabi ni Kat.
Yes, ramen.
It's true.
Tapos inom ng konti. Ganyan.
Yan ang ano ngayon eh. Do you want to eat ramen?
Diba? Yun kasi yun. Do you want to eat ramen with me?
Ramen agad-agad.
Ramen mo gusto ganyan.
But we just
Ah.
met.
Carla, ikaw, what's your favorite scene in your book and why is it your favorite?
Okay.
Ay, tama agad?
Hindi kasi, one of the scenes na talaga tawang-tawa ako sa sarili ko was in like the third chapter when papunta ng BALI yung group. And si Ava realizes na she and Scott are traveling together na silang dalawa lang. Kasi suddenly yung friends nila, ay hindi, susunod na lang ako. Like, I had to change my flight kasi whatever. Tapos parang siya,
True friends.
wait lang. So like, sinasabi niya sa akin, kaming dalawa lang magkasama. Tapos parang saktong-sakto. Darating si Scott and it's morning, so parang the sunlight is on him. Tapos parang, alam mo yung mga
May
scenes sa
halo.
K-drama
Yes,
na naglalakad.
yes.
Oo, may halo siya.
Slow-mo.
Naglalakad ka to the airport.
Tapos may
oo.
may theme song.
So nagpe-play.
Oo.
Tapos, kasi late na siya, tinatawag niya si Ava sa airport. Ava, parang drama ka, girl. So parang siya, parang,
I can imagine
Okay.
that scene.
diba? Hindi, tapos parang, so tawang-tawa ako sa sarili ko, sinulat ko yun. Kasi like, parang I never get to read those like big dramatic scenes for fat girls. Ay parang ako, sobrang natawa ako na ginawa ko yun. And parang in the next chapter, you find out si Scott thinks the same thing of her when he sees her sa airport na parang siya din, may araw din on her.
May halo.
Ayun yun siya.
Sana
May halo
all.
din siya.
Tapos fresh,
flowers.
glow.
Oo, bago ligo kasi umaga.
Shampoo commercial realness.
Sa Japanese anime
moisturize.
may flowers.
Glow.
Kumbaga,
May flowers din
bulaklak.
siya.
Nice.
Yung
Chop
mga
chop skin.
sparkles, ganyan.
Reversal, ganun.
Okay. Sige, okay. Last question. Ang last question natin ay sa Bangkok. At ito siya.
Oh,
Ayan.
masarap pagkain dyan.
Oh.
Oo, I swear. So, bumalik.
Haven't been.
If
Maybe
you-
next
if you
time.
were- So, if you were to write another book set in another country or city, which country or city would it be and why? Yan. Kahit kung sino man ang ready sumagot, you can raise your hand. Raise your hand. Recitation.
Professor J, Prof J ba?
Kung may
Prof.
plano
J.
kayo.
Prof.
Or parang
Tara.
if you were planning to write another book na hindi sa Manila or the Philippines, saan nyo gusto siyang ilagay?
Wala sumasagot.
Ay,
Thanks na kami.
Hirap siya.
this
Mahirap,
year.
mahirap siya.
Okay, I'll go first.
Okay.
If another city in Canada, it would probably be Banff, Alberta. Because it's
Oh.
pretty kahit anong season. If
Ooh, okay.
winter, it's really gorgeous because of the snow-capped mountains, ganyan, and the frozen lakes. And if pag summer, because I had friends who travel there, and of course, stalk ako sa IG. I always look forward to their posts. Sobrang blue-green ng lake, and then it's just beautiful all around. And I can only imagine sa fall. Hanap ako ng friends. Sana may friend ako pumunta so I can see it. Because like here, yeah.
Is it a far is it a long ride or do you
It
have
is
to take
6
a plane?
hours by plane. It's an
Okay, medyo malayo.
expensive 6-hour plane
Mm.
ride.
I see.
And
okay.
pag drive, probably 2 days. 2 days ba?
wow.
2 to 3
Road
days.
trip.
So, diba? Road trip, caps lock road trip. And I can imagine kasi here in London, kahit sa kapitbahay lang, super ganda ng mga trees. Kasi merong part na red, merong part na yellow, merong part na green pa, tapos a small part may brown. So I can only imagine how it is in Banff. So ayun, city. If another country, it'd probably be Switzerland. Hindi pa ako nakapunta doon. So I have to go
Crash
there.
landing on you,
Crash
realness.
landing on you.
Ayun.
Yun, steady yun.
Yan, yes. So matagal pa siguro yon. So maybe Banff, Alberta soon. Char. Punta muna ako doon. Hingi muna ako.
Layo.
Please buy my book so you can finance
So,
my
maka-fly na siya, oo.
Finance
you
my
can finance
ticket.
my next story set in
Dahil
Banff.
sinabi mo yan, yung mga nanonood ngayon, if you want to buy their books, nandyan sa baba lang ng video yung links. So just go
I
there.
link. Paki-fund yung mga trip
Sabi na
namin
ulit.
para magsulat pa kami more.
Grabe, ang mahal ng Switzerland, ha?
Super
So,
mahal. Buy my books, please. And the
So,
links are
mga in 10 years.
Oo. At least makakapunta, di ba?
diba? Google Maps na lang daw.
Or yung YouTube, yung mga YouTube video mo na walking trip.
Vloggers.
Oo.
YouTube vloggers.
Jay or Carla, do you have an answer to the question?
Yes,
Wala
JD,
na akong
you have an answer. Naubos na.
Carla, somebody who has traveled to many places around the world.
Pinasa!
Yes.
Yung question.
Okay, ako muna kasi maraming sagot si Carla. Wala na akong masagot. Because I've been, while Kate was answering, I was like, saan pa ba ako nagpunta na hindi ko pa nasusulat? Parang wala na. Parang, sige. I've written about Tokyo. So maybe Osaka. Because I don't think I've written about. Iba naman. Pero, but it's different, I think. Like if you're in Tokyo versus in Osaka, the vibe is definitely different. Like in Tokyo, you feel that you are in a CBD. Like anywhere except in Shimokitazawa, mas hipster yung vibe. But in the general, the usual touristy places, everybody is like a stranger. So they're all just moving fast to wherever they want to go. In Osaka, medyo mas makukulit sila. So doon ako nagkaroon ng experience. I was just walking and then somebody was like lumapit lang siya to my face and then said something in Japanese pero hindi ko siya naintindihan. So parang, okay dude, cool.
Sorry, sir.
All right. So mas they're noisier, they're more, I guess, open, unlike yung Tokyo na steel and concrete, kanyan realness. So it's a different vibe. So it would be fun to write there. And then the food also they have their own food that it would be fun to explore. Food talaga, no? Food is the thing.
The motivation is food.
You travel for the food sometimes. So yun.
Jeju daw, sabi ni Don.
Ooh.
Yes.
Yes? Ano yun? Meron pa tayong upcoming?
Meron tayong ina-attempt tapusin. May Jeju
Yun.
Yun.
Yes.
Merong content. My editor was actually telling me, dagdagan mo pa yung Jeju scenes. Parang wala na ako may labas, girl. Pwede ba ito na lang mo?
Wala na ako may pipigan dito.
Ito na yun. Pero yeah, Jeju is also so much fun also to go there. Balik tayo. Let's go there again. Go to the
Okay,
beach.
si Carla naman.
Ayan, the traveler, charot.
The cultured seasoned cultured.
Seasoned cultured queen. Ano ba? Well, yung thing na gagawin ko na isusulat ko next is set in New York. Which is medyo intimidating siya because it's like New York is a character or whatever. But parang I have decided to approach it with the confidence of like a man.
A white man.
Whatever. A white man.
Straight white man.
Parang whatever. I'm just gonna do what I want.
I am New York. Ganyan. I am New York.
This is my New York girl. Parang ganon.
Yes.
Parang wala. Like I've decided. Parang I used to care more about like what actual New Yorkers would think if they read it. Kasi like it's such a thing, no, na parang you've never been to New York. Like I'm sure you've never been. Parang well, I have. So yeah.
I have.
See, motivated, but revenge is really the best motivation, guys. I highly recommend it.
Revenge, hold your grudges, diba?
Hold on to your grudges.
Diba? Don't let go.
Don't let go because they keep you young.
Yeah,
they keep you young,
motivated.
They keep you 25 years old.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the last. Sorry. Meron ko pa. Pasensya na.
May isa pa ako sagot. No, parang meron akong lately kasi meron akong obsession with reading yung mga cozy witch romance na set in like quiet college town. So parang iniisip ko what would the Pinoy cozy witch romance be like? So parang
oh my gosh,
nilalaro ko pa siya. in my head kung paano mo gagawin. Parang ang
Sa
dami
Antique,
kasing oh, pwede like sa Antique or
Romblon.
I was thinking
Happy.
Sikihor.
Yeah.
Sikihor
Oh my
or
God, scary.
I know,
I
parang
love
are we
how
really
you're,
gonna go there? We'll see.
Katipud. And
Katipunan Avenue.
Katipunan.
Cozy. Cozy student town.
Super
Holy
cozy.
college.
Teachers
college
Village. Maginhawa realness.
Maginhawa romance.
Maginhawa witch. Anthology yon, maraming restaurant.
Oh my God.
Maraming ganap sa
Sunod-sunod sila
sa
lahat.
Oo, diba?
I love how
Isa,
we're
may
knowing,
murder mystery.
Okay. Ayan, we're looking forward to your next projects.
Go. Carla kasi ang dami niya ng cities na nagawa eh. Like, may Paris na, may Bali. Ano ba may
So, may
iba?
New York.
So, yung bago New York.
Yeah. So yun nga, approach
Wala
with the confidence of a white man and you'll be fine.
Alam mo, magsusulat na Amsterdam. Charot.
Hindi pa tayo nagpunta doon. Punta
Ano
muna
gagawin
punta
tayo.
muna
nila
tayo.
doon?
Let's all go there together. May ano na
Yes.
tayo,
Let's
lodging, char. I have a friend who lives there, char.
Binolunteer yung friend.
Pwedeng makitira tayong lahat.
Hindi pa nagpapalo. I have a friend who lives stay there.
Can stay there, char.
Ayan, okay. So, that was the last question sa ating interview portion. Meron akong hinandaan na maliit na game, pero before that, I have a little surprise for all of you. Our three authors. So, tingin mo na kayo sa screen, mamaya na kayo mag-paint.
Hi Jay, this is Kat. Congratulations on the launch of Love to Meet You. I'm so happy that it's now out in the world. I'm excited for people to finally meet Sol and Ji-hoon. Pabili po ng paperback when I'm back. Congrats again. I'm really so proud of you and this book. See you soon, please.
Hi Kate! Congratulations on releasing Take Two. Thank you so much for taking us on this wonderful journey with Marco and BJ, and I wish you all the best.
Annyeong! Hi Carla! Congratulations on everything. We are so proud of you, especially Namjin. Wink wink. And I hope you write more stories that make you and everyone else feel loved, like we deserve. And thank you so much for making me a part of your journey. And I just know there's more yet to come. So, bora!
Hi Carla! I just want to say congratulations on the release of your new book, From BALI to Love. I'm sure it's going to be lots of fun and lots of kilig. So I just wish you all the best and congrats again.
Yan! Surprise!
Grabe naman.
Ang bongga ni
Grabe, diba?
Naiiyak na ako, tapos biglang may pa.
Nung nakita ko yun, nung pinadala sa akin ni Suzette yung video, parang,
Ma'am.
Talaga
Very
sa the
mom.
wind and the shades and I love it.
And the
I love
sea, and then the
tapos
villa
may
by
ano,
the
parang,
sea.
oo, diba? Meron pang parang, I don't know what that's called, like a small house there. In fairness. Ayun, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Joy.
Thank you. Thank you, Joy, so much.
For,
Thank
thank
you,
you
Kat.
for the
Thank you,
messages.
friends.
Okay.
Nakaka-touch.
Feelings
Yum.
or bigla?
Soft hours. Gano'n.
Soft hours.
Sabi ni
Meron na,
Suzette, kailangan
doc
instinct talaga.
Doc explaining herself.
Swak na
moment.
swak siya sa team. Thanks,
Bali.
Doc.
Gano'n. Vicky. O, ganda ng view, sabi ni Don. Thanks, Suzette. Thanks,
True.
KB. Thanks, Kat. And thanks, Joy, for indulging me. Kasi talagang, pwede bang sliding in the DMs and stuff.
And I haven't met
Tara.
Joy, ha? I haven't met
talaga
Joy.
ba?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And hindi pa kahit Zoom, hindi kami sa Joy. Thank you so much. It means a lot. Like even KB, we haven't met in person yet.
Internet
yes.
friendships are real.
Twitter friends na mas mahal ko kaysa sa in real life friends.
Mas
Grabe,
mahal mo kasi sa
laglag,
friend mo
ah.
sa Amsterdam?
Kasi wala ako masyadong friends. So, I love my Twitter friends. They're like my best friends.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. Next segment. Ito na yung ating mini game. At
Ano
ang
yung
title ng
minigame?
game na to ay Choices.
Oh my God,
Oh
wait.
no.
Say it in Tatiana's voice. Choices.
Choices, teka.
So parang ano to, mabilis lang siya. It's like a this or that game.
Okay.
Okay? Pero
Kailangan ba
ang res-
explanation? Or hindi na?
if you want, I mean, okay lang, wala kang problema. As in, wala naman tayong time limit dito. So you can explain
Okay.
if you want. Tapos for ano, pag sasagot na kayo, hindi siya parang this or that or yes or no or whatever. You have to make the corresponding hand gesture na nakalagay doon sa
Oh.
ilalim ng choice na nakikita nyo sa screen. Okay?
Oh.
Okay.
So,
But
let's start. Ano to?
Like,
Yung questions na to, it will
Physical
range from like, it will range from mga author-related stuff to mga romance-related stuff. Romance-related stuff. Okay, so 5 questions na to. Mabilis lang siya. Okay, so ang first natin na choices. Okay, would you rather, madali lang to, would you rather write in the comfort of your own home or write someplace else like a cafe or a library? So, nakita niyo yung hand gesture sa baba. So, either heart
okay.
sign or dalawang peace sign. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Response. Okay.
Very easy.
So everybody wants to write somewhere else, not at home.
Yes.
I guess
Tawa na sa
because of the
bahay.
pandemic.
Oo.
Ganun din ba yun?
Oo.
Tsaka
Wanna
maraming
go
tao sa
places.
bahay, parang, ate, ano yung sinusulat mo?
Yeah,
What?
that's
Oh.
true. That's true.
Do they do
Not
that?
now.
Do your siblings do that? Talaga?
Hindi, ano pa yan, minsan, hindi mo na lang alam nakatayo na sila sa likod mo.
Oh no. What if you're writing theme?
Well, wala na akong magagawa.
Then that's their fault. Why did they look?
Yeah.
Naalala ko si Chi nung
Diba?
may BF. Talagang binaba niya yung yung linaw, as in yung dark, yung light.
Niliitan niya na sobra yung font then.
Nakita niya yung font,
Sorry,
tapos
laptop
inana niya yung
charger, please. Because I'm still in the stream and low bat ako, please.
si Kate. Si Kate Lobat.
Lobat na siya.
Ayan. So, nakalimutan ko sabihin na kailangan naka-charge yung
Oo,
laptop.
yes.
Anyway.
Actually, naka-charge siya.
Nakalimutan ko sabihin na kailangan naka-charge kasi medyo
Sorry.
Hindi siyang makakakain ng battery. But ayun, yun nga, minsan kailangan gawa ng paraan yung ganun na lang kailangan mo gawin, Carla, para makapagsulat ka sa bahay.
Ang solusyon ay lumabas. Yun na lang.
Yes. So do you find it parang mas productive ba kayo sa labas if you write somewhere else? Or ano lang? Or parang for a change of environment lang?
Yeah. I haven't done it in a while, pero I was just thinking that the change in environment and being able to see people and just maybe draw inspiration from what's happening around. The visual lang, just being outside for a change, I think will help.
Kasi sulitin mo yung kapeng binili mo, yun.
Oo, at least masarap yung kape,
Diba?
diba?
Yeah. And there are a lot of people watching. So, it's nice.
Makikimarites ka ng content.
Nakikimarites while drinking milk tea, diba?
Ano daw?
Okay, sige. Next question. Okay, would you rather be an author who comes out with only potential bestsellers every 5 years? Or an author who comes out with a book every year, regardless of reader reception? So, yung manihan sa inyo ganito ha.
Even if I want to, parang hindi naman
Gusto ko
kayang
yung
every year.
clarification.
Sige, pag-isipan. And then, let's see your answers.
Wait. Siguro ganito. Mukhang pen.
Okay. Okay, so may at least may naiba. May naiba sa inyong tatlo. So si Kate, she wants to be an author who comes out with only potential bestsellers every 5 years. And then Jay and Carla, 1 book a year regardless of marami bang mababasa or hindi masyado. So Kate, why did you choose what you choose? Explain your choice.
Because even if I want to, I can't really release a book every year.
Hmm.
And yun lang yun. That's really the motive. That's really the reasoning behind. And we need money to travel. Mukhang pera. I have 3 kids.
I mean,
I have 3 kids. So
okay
we
lang
need
yan.
money to,
We all want money.
Yes,
and
we
I
all
have
need money.
I have an incoming college student next year. So parang kailangan ng pera. So probably bestseller.
Magka-college na ba yung panganay mo?
Grabe, talaga
Yes.
ba?
Oh my God!
Yes. Ayan.
Nakakaloka.
Free college fund.
Okay. Okay, Jay or Carla, why did you choose what you chose?
How do you even know that's gonna be a bestseller? Parang, I just have that equation and have that variable removed from the equation because it's stressful if you think about the returns. I'm just gonna write what I want based on how we write things kasi naman we write things according to what the community helps us create, and that's okay. That's the fun way to do it for me. So it doesn't even have to be every year, but I just write what I want.
Yeah. Yeah, same. Copy paste. Thanks.
Potential
Okay.
better how.
Sige,
How
okay,
do I
next
know?
question. Next choice. Ayan, what kind of traveler are you? The type who plans their itinerary or the type who is spontaneous? Alam niyo ba yung DAB?
Bakit mo ko
Okay.
kinalaman yan? Ano yun?
Oo,
I'm
yung kang
25.
ganyan.
Yun ba?
And then
Yun ba yung
the
tawag
flower
doon?
Yeah,
Yung flower post, ganun pa yun.
yung
Ganyan.
flower. The K-pop idol, the post.
Oh.
Ganyan
So,
ako. Okay.
If you're the type who plans their itinerary, mag-DAB. And then, kung
Yeah.
spontaneous kayo with your travels, to the flower post. 1, 2,
Ganyan.
3. Oh, lahat planners. Love it.
Yes.
We don't want to get lost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
May mga kilala kasi ako na parang they really just
They
buy a
just go
ticket.
there.
And then, parang,
Wow, very
Cannot.
brave. Very brave souls.
Cannot.
I mean,
Brave
si
souls,
Carla,
yes,
I
ganun.
understand because you have a big
Kasi
family.
marami
And
kami.
like, But,
Logistically impossible not to plan. Yeah.
Oo nga.
But for, si Kate siguro, factoring in the family also. Ikaw, Jay.
Yeah.
Wala akong
Kasi-
family.
Hindi, parang, kasi parang feeling ko you're the type to travel with like one person
Me,
lang or
just
50%
me.
at a time. Ganun.
Or just me. Hindi
Wait,
kasi,
nag-travel ka na ba mag-isa? As in, nag-travel ka na mag-isa? Oo, okay. Doon ako talaga
Saya.
parang, hindi ko kaya.
Ay, saya. Sobrang saya kasi you don't have to think about somebody else. And you just go where
You
you
can
want.
walk fast, walk slow, eat whenever you want.
You can stay longer, you can take pictures,
Yeah.
you can take no pictures, you can change your mind, you can leave, you can stay, you can sleep.
Yeah. Pwedeng gumising ng maaga, pwedeng gumising ng
Oo.
late.
True. So
Walang
it's fun.
stress. Yeah.
So I used to be sobrang as in plan everything tapos I would have like 4 stops in one day when I was younger.
When
But
you were
now that I'm
20.
When I was
25,
19.
when now that I'm 25, I still have to plan because I still want to know where I'm going. So I don't want to waste the time that I'm there because usually naman it's not that long. But I also just have usually 1 or 2 stops in one day. Tapos I give myself the flexibility of changing my mind if I don't want to go there anymore. Pero I need to go. I need to have a structure
Okay.
for peace of mind and anxiety,
Oh,
alleviation.
Oo.
Diba?
I mean, yung mga taong nakakapag spontaneous travel, parang good for you, but it's not.
Oo.
That's not me.
Yeah.
I
Can
can't.
never be me. Ganun.
Oo.
Yun nga lang yung how to get to the place. I need to know like if I'm gonna take
Like
the
Google
bus, how will
Maps,
Oo.
If you can walk,
Saan
The
gano'n
train,
kalayo
which
sa
station,
mga...
how many stops.
yeah. Like for me,
Okay.
I excel my clothes.
Same. Oh my God,
Talaga?
same.
Wow.
Yeah.
What?
Same.
Yes.
I excel my clothes.
I excel my clothes.
Naka-excel
Talaga?
siya.
It's
Araw-araw.
easy. So, top, bottom, kailangan ko
Oh my
ng
God,
butt
same.
shoes. Yeah. Kasi it's easier for packing purposes.
Right.
Pag susuotin ko siya, pag on the third day, nasa baba na siya. Para ano siya,
Yeah.
organized, ganyan. And syempre, when yun nga, alam ko kung which clothes na I would grab from my closet, Ayun, tapos medyas, tapos hindi
Next
naman kailangan
level na
color
yun.
coordinated, but at least you know na, ito bagay, ganyan.
Tsaka you can
Next level
count
yung
kung how
in-excel.
many,
In-excel,
kung
in-excel
how
mo rin ba
many.
yung damit mo, Carla?
Ha?
In-excel mo rin
Ha?
yung damit mo? Hindi.
Could never
Medyo
be
next
me.
level yun for me. Medyo next level for
Ako
me.
rin.
I mean, I list
Oo.
down that my clothes. Like, ilang shirt, ilang
Yeah,
pantalon, or ilang shorts na ako, underwear and everything. Pero hindi ko siya pinaplan per day.
Yeah, naka-Excel
Same,
siya.
same.
Yeah, it helps my mind. It helps
Yeah,
my
and
brain.
kasi diba, if I only bring 2 pairs of shoes, I have to choose which outfits would go with this
Right,
pair.
with their shoes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pati yung
Yes.
outer layer,
Ako
usually
dahil-
Yeah, that's true.
kapag
Especially
malamig,
Ah,
ganyan.
pag winter, it doesn't mean so much because pwede ka nakapambahay sa loob. So
Don't
ano
say,
na
I
lang
also
yung
sketch. I also draw.
Wait, you sketch your outfit
sketch talaga.
I draw myself. And
before you go or during the day?
while I'm planning, part ng planning
Ah,
yun, I'm drawing. This is
Ayan
how I will
pa.
look.
Cute
Yeah, I'm
naman
going to the
nun.
music.
Di ka,
I love it. I love it.
It's an entire
Gusto ko
production.
i-try. Sana pupuntahan ako para matry ko yun.
Oh,
Yeah.
ayan namin na. May idea
bilang traveler
May
ka.
idea na.
At
Yes.
least ikaw marunong ka talaga mag-drawing. Ako parang, okay, this is
Yes,
me.
before pa.
Let's just
For
believe this
personal
me.
use lang naman.
Oo. Hindi, yeah. It's fun kasi parang ginagawang paper doll yung sarili mo.
I love it.
Oh, paper dolls.
Yeah.
Okay, next. Sorry. May break.
She went there.
9:41 p.m.
Okay, next. Ayan.
Oh.
In an
Ano
ideal
ba?
world, you would be dating a talented musician who's shy about their feelings and expresses them through song, or a
Oh.
regular athlete who is straightforward with their feelings and doesn't leave you wondering. So, alam niyo naman yung clutch
Kakainis
Okay.
naman.
Ganyan ba?
figure hearts, alam niyo na rin yan. So, think about it. Think about it. And ready
wait.
na ba?
Okay. Ano
Okay,
na?
ready?
Okay, I'll clutch my
Response
pearls.
1, 2, 3. Gusto ni Kate ng mga athlete. Ganon.
Bilang I dated, char. I
Oh.
dated too.
Saan?
But not advisable.
Pero ba't yung pinili mo?
No.
Nakadalawa ka.
Naman yung mga athletes naman, super cute, ganyan. Ayun. But then madami kayo, di ba? Madaming fans and I can't deal with that. Parang, mas malakas pa yung cheer nila kaysa sa'yo. Wait. Petty.
Ayaw magpatalo sa cheer.
Hindi pwede. Ako ang number 1. Yeah.
Yes. Ako lang dapat
I
yung
am the number 1
pinakamaingay.
fan.
And ayoko na din ng gusto ko straightforward. Ganyan.
Ayaw mo na ng mind
Ayoko
games.
ng ayoko na. They don't have time for that. Char. Move on na tayo.
Tanda na tayo, ganon.
Yes.
25 na tayo. So, we're past that. Charot.
Yes.
Mature
It's
roles na
time for
dapat
that.
tayo. Ganun.
Oo.
Carla, why did you pick the shy musician? Yee, charot.
Kasi naman
Pag ganun bigla ng buhok si Carla.
No, may experience din ako with athletes. No, it's a no.
Trauma
It's
siya.
like a no.
Trauma siya.
May trauma na si Ate Char.
Si Denise.
No.
Jay, ikaw.
Yun na yun.
Si
actually-
Denise, gusto daw niya yung musician din.
Yan nga.
Yun.
Kasi,
Talented musician,
straightforward.
straightforward.
Pero gusto niya straightforward.
yes, ganyan.
Pero yung kanta,
I-
sumulat niya siya ng kanta. Pero yung title ng kanta, pangalan mo.
Pangalan mo.
Ayun.
Straightforward talaga siya. Ito na yun.
But that happened to me.
Yun na yun.
Yun na siya.
Alam mo, sinulat niya yung kanta for you. Parang ganon. Hindi na surprise.
Hanggang apelido para sure na ikaw yun. Hindi mo sure.
Or government
Carla de Guzman,
name.
ganyan.
Mahirap
What
mag-assume.
government name?
Grabe yung government. Para walang doubts.
Yes.
Oh, correct. For sure.
Birth certificate name, ganyan.
Okay, sige. Next, last na. Last question. Wait, asan na yung ating thing? There. Last question. Your idea of perfect date is quiet and relaxed or dynamic and adventure filled. So,
Okay.
alam niyo naman yung egg yun, di ba? Yung cute. Anything cute pose, ganyan.
Oh,
And then, model, kayo na bahala kung anong klaseng model.
wait ha. Medyo mahirap to. Depende
Nag-decide
sa
na ako, pero yung
age.
post yung mahirap eh.
Depende sa age eh.
Your idea of a perfect date. Okay,
Wait.
may answer na ba tayo?
Ah.
Strike a model pose.
Hirap nung quiet and relaxed. Hindi kasi ako cute.
Grabe yung nag-determine na sagot.
Grabe naman. Mas bagay akong model, kaya yung isa na lang yung sagot ko.
Okay. Answer. 1, 2, 3. Oh, lahat egyo.
Hindi ko cute. Ang hirap ha. Hindi ko grand ang cute.
Wait,
Okay.
Nakaka-challenge tong
Lahat
mini game.
Lahat gusto nyo quiet and relaxed. Walang
Yeah.
At the age of 25.
Please,
Ayoko na
or comfortable silence.
Netflix na lang tayo.
Netflix and chill. Kapagod naman yata, no? Jay.
Magkape na lang tayo somewhere. I don't know.
Yeah. Oo.
Parang wala nang gusto lumabas sa bahay.
Wala na akong energy for any
Hindi ko na
adventure.
kailangan.
Like a beach date, diba? Somewhere chill na
Pwede.
titignan tayo sa
Yeah.
sunset, diba?
Road trip, ganyan.
Nakaupo lang
Hindi
kayo
naman yung
sa, sa shore, ganyan.
Oh.
Having
No
cocktails
bungee
or
jumping,
whatever.
please. Ganun.
Yeah,
No cliff
ro-
diving.
no roller
Kain-kain
coaster.
lang.
None of that.
Rappelling, ganun.
No. Kahit banana boat, ayoko nun. No.
I haven't even tried that. So, that says a lot about
Gusto
me.
ko yung try yung banana.
Pipicturean kita, bibideo kita.
From a
Ay,
distance, manonood na lang
Pero dapat
kami.
nakalusong ka sa tubig. Charot sa.
Then I'm not your girl, sorry.
Nagpa-float lang si Jay sa tubig malapit.
Hawak sa camera na gano'n.
In my life best.
Your life best ka. Tsaka salbabida. O, dala-dala pa yun. Okay, so that was the last question. And that's the last of our interview and whatever.
Game.
Everything else. Thank you so much, authors, for being very game.
Thank you, Tara, for everything. Charot. Goodbye, friend.
It's true.
Parang
I'd like to
dramatic.
Thank
I'd
you,
like to
bye.
say
Break
thank
up, bye.
Breakup message.
Very dramatic, bigla. Anyway,
Thank you,
before we,
Divisoria, for my outfit. Si Mama Pao.
So, bago tayo mag-closing, iulitin ko lang yung announcement ko kanina. So, we're going to have Fields Fest 2022 next Saturday, October 22 at Ayala Malls, the 30th from 1 to 6 p.m. This is in Ortigas. Google Maps nyo na lang siya. Nandyan lang siya. You can find it there. If you can't come, you can always tune into our Twitch channel, kilig.pub/Twitch. We will be streaming all of the stage events that afternoon. So, cross our fingers na lang sa ating internet connection para maganda ang streaming. But yes, please do come if you can. Kasi feeling ko masaya to. Parang 2 taon
I
tayo
feel
hindi
so
nakita.
bad for not being able
I know,
to.
Kate.
Online na
It's
lang.
okay.
Bakit parang
We'll be
ganun?
with you in spirit.
Team Bahay is still a team.
Always na lang.
I know. Anyway,
Mag-event
yun.
tayo pag nandito ka. Charot.
Or sa Canada tayo mag-event.
Wow.
O,
Ayun.
di ba may bahay na dito? O, di ba? So, parang, I will feed you.
Tabi-tabi
May
tayo
ganun.
lahat.
Ayan. And then on Saturday, yun din, we will be having the Kilig Anthology launch. So, kung hindi nyo pa bibili yung copy ninyo ng Kilig Anthology, you can buy it there for 1,000 pesos.
Wala
To
niyong
be clear.
patong.
Walang
To be
patong
clear.
yan.
Oo, ayokong mapagbintang na scammer. 1,000 lang, okay? So that's the last day you can buy it for 1,000 pesos. So grab nyo na yung opportunity. I think it's going to be really worth it because tingnan nyo naman, it's 270 pages of kilig. So,
So
you know,
pretty.
A full color kilig.
dalawa pa yung ano
Yeah.
yan, dalawang color pa yan. Isang pink, isang blue.
Variant
So,
covers pa.
bala na
And
kayo.
may
kung ano
international
gusto.
shipping, ha? As if
Yeah.
naman may commission ako doon. But for those na wala sa Pilipinas, international shipping.
Yes, pwede, oo. Pwedeng bumili in, if you're not in the country, pwede kayong bumili pa rin ng kilig. I'm not sure if
Yes.
they're gonna do like an Amazon version of it, but anyway, that's that. Ayun. Thank you so much everybody who was here sa stream. Ilan pa kayo dyan? 10? We have 10 million.
ba tayo?
Thanks,
proud,
friends.
proud.
Wait lang. Wait lang.
Napagalitan.
Magbababay ka na eh.
Magbababay pa lang. Kasi meron silang 10-second delay.
Sorry.
Oh, okay.
So thank you so much sa lahat ng mga nanood ng stream. Thank you for participating in the
Thank
chat.
you for attending.
And of course, thank you for being here, authors. Congratulations.
Thank you
on
for
your books.
inviting, Char.
And bago tayo magtapos, ipakita naman natin yung ating mga artwork.
Oh.
Yay!
Artwork, yes. Artwork.
Huli natin si Carla kasi ano.
Ay,
Wag
sorry.
na.
ako magatok.
Wag na lang yung kay Carl.
Wag niyo lang
Wag na
itabi.
lang ako
Uy, ang cute naman ng kay
Tapos
Jay.
na.
Teka lang.
Ang liliit nung things. Nakita mo ba kung gano'n ka small
Oo,
yung
pero
what I have to do?
Oh
My God.
my.
Anyway.
Ay, cute
Yan.
ng bag.
Ay, ang cute ng bag.
Super. And then,
pretty.
it's big enough to fit your, I don't know, cards and maybe a cellphone.
Yeah,
So, diba?
pwede siyang pang errand. Ang errand
Yeah.
bag.
Harap, isang side lang siya or meron pa sa
No,
kabila?
dalawa. May
Ah,
effort.
well.
May
Ay.
effort.
Ang cute.
Yeah. Ang cute, diba?
Anong ginamit mo? Parang paint din or
Acrylic.
Acrylic
marker?
ba yan?
Thing with parang markers.
Oh.
Ah, marker.
Markers. Hindi ko alam if washable or not. But it's really cute and dollar store. So, it's like $1. Pwede akong bumili ng
Love it.
iba-ibang
Nice.
Wait, Jay, tapusin mo yan Parang maganda siya.
Yes.
post sa
Oh,
Twitter.
I will persevere. And now it's
Correct.
time to see the real art from
Ito
the real
na, ito na.
art.
From the
Gusto solo layout ko.
No,
Gusto solo layout ko
Oo.
para worth. Go,
Oo.
Carla.
Okay, hi. Grabe, talagang spotlight ako, girl. Ayan.
Oh my God, how cool!
Ang ganda.
Ang ganda.
Ayan.
Kakainis. Charot.
So pretty.
I take it all back.
Ganda. Galing talaga ni Carla. Seasoned na cultured pa.
Parang naman akong isda.
Tinapa realness.
Tinapa realness. Fresh,
Ayan.
fresh
Sige.
from the sea.
Wait, bago tayo, ipakita niyo yung artwork sa screen, tapos I'm gonna do a screenshot. Para,
Sige na nga, kahit na itatabi sa gawa ni Carla. Joke lang.
ayan.
It will be my honor
Give
to be in the
one.
same photo.
1, 2, 3. Isa pa. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Thanks, authors. Ayan. And
Thank you, Waffle Time. Sabi niya.
salted and smoked.
Salted.
Tilapia. Salted, smoked, cultured.
Yes.
Thank you, Denise. Thank you,
Thanks,
Jen.
Thank you, friends. Thank you for hanging out.
KB.
Thank you, Kat. Cry, cry.
Ron, who's also here kanina, Tanya. Thank you for hanging out with us. And with that, we will close the stream. And magkita-kita tayo ulit. Ewan ko kung kailan tayo
Saturday.
But sa Saturday, Saturday for sure, magkita-kita tayo. So, thank you and good night. Happy weekend. Bye.
Night,
Happy
everyone.
weekend. Thank you.
Bye. 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 Bye.